शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Let us pray together. So please join in the prayer. We offer our salutations to the all-loving being who endows all beings with consciousness. We meditate on the Lord, who is the origin of the universe. Lord, Thou abidest in all, Thou art all, Thou assumest all forms. Thou art the origin and goal of all. Thou art the self of all. Thou art existence, knowledge and bliss. Salutations unto Thee. May the world be peaceful. May the wicked become gentle. May all creatures think of mutual welfare. May their minds be occupied with what is spiritual and abiding. May our hearts be immersed in selfless love for the Lord. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Let us try to feel our essential unity by just transcending the changing forms that we identify with, like our body. We identify that I am this body. We identify I am this mind. But these are all changing things. I am none of that. So let us try to transcend that. And then, just as when one transcends the shapes of the ice cubes in a heap of shapes, heap of ice cubes of different shapes, different sizes, one sees that it is all one. We will be able to feel that deep oneness. The differences, I and you, I and world, they are just superficial. And as we transcend them, we see these great truths that I am immortal. I am love itself. I am peace itself. I am bliss itself. Om. Peace, peace, peace. On the Sunday that just precedes the Thanksgiving Day, we usually discuss this idea of giving thanks, which is a common thing in all civilized human societies. We feel a sense of gratitude towards people who visibly do something good for us, help us in some way. We feel a sense of gratitude towards them. And also, we feel gratitude to many unseen factors. We therefore combine all of them and say thanks to God, that it is because the God that governs everything, that inspires and activates the other people also to help us. It is therefore a very important human trait to thank. And it is also an important outcome of our feeling oneness in spite of the differences that we see, we experience, and we rely our lives on those seeming differences, forgetting at times that underlying these differences there is this constant current of oneness that is flowing. We are all one in that. In all religions, therefore, you find these ideas of extending thanks to God, to everyone, but God being the actual motivator and actor behind those. The thanks are due to God. One beautiful analogy: suppose the mailman brings you a check of donation. Then if you see the mailman, you say thank you, but you don't write the letter of thank you to the mailman. Whom do you write? To the donor, So, in a way, all the creatures, all human beings, they are like mailmen. Therefore, we should not even hold any grudge against any human being. That is a very important teaching in religion, especially amongst Hindus, because we consider it as the effect of our own karma. Our karma, anyway, it was due. Like you don't curse the mailman if you get a big bill to be paid. That mailman, see, wants me to pay $7,000. Oh well, that what the mailman hasn't done anything. It is all the mail, irrespective of whether it is a check of, say, refund from IRS or a bill from the power company or whatever. The mailman is just bringing it to you. All depends on your karma, your actions that has generated. I use these days this word karma because it is very commonly accepted in the Western terminology, in the English language, in the English dictionaries. You will find this word karma. The reason is there is no proper adequate English word that can substitute it. So therefore, it is something that you have done, and so whatever you get is the result of that. You deserve it, and so you got it. So Therefore, nobody needs to be blamed. Because if you blame somebody, become upset and angry with that person, then you are causing harm to yourself. Your negativity increases, your loss of peace becomes more pronounced, your restlessness becomes very increased. Many psychological problems come because of that, because we keep on resenting and keep on collecting resentments in our life. One of our teachers, I remember whenever I talk about resentment, Ranganathananda, and he mentions in his Bhagavad Gita lectures about this. We resent and collect that resentment. And keep on collecting resentments. This person did this to me, this did like that to me. So what happens? In due course, we become just a big heap of resentments. That takes away the smile from our face. The more resentful a person becomes, he loses the joy of living. And therefore, always feeling troubled, and the cause is seen outside. It is not seen that within, and therefore it cannot be cured also, because I have some chance, not a great, but at least some chance of reforming myself in the right direction. But I don't have chance to reform somebody else's behavior. It is therefore important that we don't keep on collecting the resentments. So this is an important teaching in giving thanks. Give thanks. It is sometimes thank you, the word is said a bit sarcastically as well, that we will leave that. One day I was coming and I got a green light. I was also waiting, and then a truck was waiting to take a left turn. Now, by rules it is my right of way because I was going straight. But there is an unwritten law in Rhode Island. That the one who wants to take left, the first such vehicle should be allowed to go. So, and I didn't do that, and then that fellow, while taking the left turn, put the window down and said, "Thank you." So, it was a sarcastic saying, "Thank you." So, because I didn't give him this right of way. So anyway, so apart from that, we say thank you for many things. In all religions you find various ways in which we thank. That like our Charlie was showing me one, the Native American song, that which the summary is that we thank God, we thank the sun for giving us the light in the daytime, we thank moon and stars from giving us light at night, we thank all the animals, herbs for providing food to us. And so it is thanking to all. In Native Americans, there is some similarity with Vedanta, that there is no God sitting somewhere above us, somewhere in the heaven, but that divine principle actually is shown pervading everything. It is that, as it were. So Uh, this is an important idea, that thus you thank everything. So, the spirit of thanking is just frees us from our idea that, oh, I was not able to get it, or the ego that, oh, I did it, and that creates an ego that we start thinking too much about ourselves, forgetting that we were just one factor in it. So many things combined to make that thing happen, not just me. So, therefore, when we give thanks, we acknowledge that aspect, that yes, to happen, something to happen, there many factors are involved in that, and we must therefore thank that. In Vedic religion, Vedanta, also this idea is very prominent, that you alone do not do anything. There are several factors that play, which account for success. And also, you don't need to blame just yourself, because although you put in all your efforts, there were circumstances that didn't happen the task to be successful. So don't worry, but it helps us in many ways, even when we are not successful. I tell one incident sometimes, very educative incident, that one day, in spite of a lot of efforts, I used to work in our publication department in Nagpur, and then somehow that day was not our day. Everything was failure. We did everything right, but what can we do? We wanted to send all the parcels by the railway parcel service that day, and we packed everything. The workers, they were working very diligently. Right from early morning they were working. And then everything was done, and the vehicle was sent to the train station. And then it all came back, saying that those people have gone on strike today. So it was a failure. Some other things that I was doing, again it made failure. Every time, okay, let me call that person. The call was not picked up. Though those were not the days of cell phone where you could leave message. There was no message leaving idea. So you call, even the missed call will not be shown. So you call, nobody picked up. Oh my goodness. So like that, everything was becoming a failure. And I was feeling naturally very depressed. I had no, those days, psychology services like our Teresa's. So I was feeling depressed. And our senior Swami, who was manager then, he saw, oh, I am feeling down. He said, hey, look, all this atmosphere, all this situation is so conducive to feel dispassion about this world. And dispassion. And that is, after all, we want, isn't it, as the spiritual aspirants. So it is all, we have to get dispassion in life. So this is all so conducive to dispassion. And immediately my face lit up and I started smiling. Yes, it is, even when things are not going in your way, by that you get uh, some philosophical attitude about it. Nice, like the one young man, anecdotal it is, whether it happened or not, I don't know. A young man goes to Socrates and announces that uh, I want to get married. Socrates said, wonderful, that's a great idea. If your wife turns out to be very good, loving, adjusting, hardworking, then your life will be all honey, sweet and honey. If she turns out to be a quarrelsome, nagging, and all that, doesn't matter, then you will become a philosopher like me. So it is a win-win situation. Socrates was telling from his experience, his wife was known to be very quarrelsome. Jhantipi, her name. Am I right, Dorothy? Jhantipi. Is Socrates' wife. So, Okay, Jhantipi or something like that. And very, very quarrelsome. So Socrates said that helps to become a philosopher. It is a win-win situation anyway to get married. If your wife is nice, that will make the life sweet and honey. If not, nothing is lost. You can become a philosopher like me. So, that is how, things are. Anyway, there is the God's hand behind. And so, thank that for that happening. That if there is a misfortune and some very difficult times come, then also one realizes sooner or later that those difficult times helped you to develop lot of good qualities like determination, perseverance, continuing with the task in spite of repeated failures. Still continue, don't give up. So it is that is a great gift, that of failures. Failures, that very nice idea I saw in a cartoon. One fellow was beating his head and chest. So many failures, so many bricks were written like failure, 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 failure. And he was breaking his head and beating his chest, and in a very sad situation was sitting there. Another man, in just that very cartoon, the next frame was another man collected those failures and arranged them as a staircase to success. So the failures, when used properly, every failure teaches, and thus it leads to success. So failures also one has to thank for that to whosoever were responsible for these failures. In all religions, especially in Vedanta, we learn to see things deeper, where the external distinctions and differences, they melt into one. This is not only in Vedanta, this idea of oneness. It is in all religions expressed differently. Like you might have heard that beautiful song it is sung in many churches. And it says, we are one in the spirit. We are one. Where the differences vanish and the spirit gets prominence. In the spirit, we all are one. We are one in the spirit. We are one in the Lord. So we are one there. And therefore, giving thanks, expressing gratefulness is connecting us to that oneness. Human life is very, has these two different trends. What Swami Vivekananda speaks about as the centripetal forces and centrifugal forces. That it is, there are the forces that tend us to go towards that oneness, go inwards and reach that oneness. And there are forces that want to, go out and just increase the differences more and more, increase the distances more and more between us. So we have this dynamics in human beings at individual level, family level, social in general, in the large society level as well. There is the idea of coming together, and there is the idea of getting separated. No, we will go our way, you go your way. So it is, these both ideas are to be seen, and therefore to go beyond this tendency of dividing and going outwards, increasing these distances, and therefore by bringing to ourselves more pain. We get more pain when we are drawn away from the center of our life. As an individual cut and dried separate piece, then we soon meet these levels where we tend to become violent, arrogant, and thus before acting violence or thrusting violence on others, first one thrusts violence on oneself. May not realize it at that time, but that is what happens. That why a person becomes violent or angry. Before the violence, there is the anger that develops. Why does one become angry? It is because of seeing the difference between I and you. And I am always to be right, and the other is to be wrong. So we become angry like that. When we see oneness, then just as wherever we see oneness, you do not become angry. The left hand, your left hand, does it become angry with your right hand? No, not at all. In case you, by mistake, the teeth bite the tongue. I mean, not deliberately, but accidentally it happens with everyone that the teeth bite the tongues. But you never see that one goes and breaks the teeth for that. If somebody else has done it to you, then yes, you will try. But wherever there is feeling of oneness, therefore there is no idea of anger or violence that ever erupts. So this is the great benefit of being thankful, that to see that connects us, brings us closer to each other. It is by not paying attention to that, not that the other person minds it, may not be, but we come ourselves to a loss of forging a bond with the other people. This forging a bond means like having oneness, like the chairs you are sitting on. There are different parts there, but as a chair they all come together. They still are part, like these are four legs of the chair, the seat and the back. But as a chair they are all one and cooperating with each other. So similarly, giving thanks, learning to do that makes up for the social fabric. That is why giving thanks is so important. At the outer level of our lives, it helps to see the transitoriness of our experience of the outer world. It is all transitory. Something that was like a little person, 2-year-old becomes a 70-year-old. Now the appearance, the form is completely different. So it is, we see that these forms, they change. And therefore we see that in spite of these changing forms, there is something that is not changing. We try to feel that which does not change. And this is a great practical idea, especially in Vedanta, to reach the ultimate truth, that it is there is the changes in our bodies and mind. Not only bodies, the minds also change. A little baby likes the dolls. When that baby becomes, say, 20-year-old, that person is not going to go on playing with the same dolls. So, mind also changes. Likes and dislikes become different. So, this is something that we understand by giving thanks. By thanking, we come to that level where we understand that all different things, they are one somewhere. Where is that point where things become one? Firstly, before you find where that point of oneness is, you have to understand and affirm that there is such a thing where all these things become one. That confidence will lead us to go to find that. So this is an important idea in expressing these thanks outside, brings a sense of oneness with others, with the community, and with the whole existence, as it were. Give thanks. In Bhagavad Gita, in the 3rd chapter, it has been described so beautifully that look, we feel that we do everything. Look at this, that how so many natural forces, they are helping us. So it says in the 3rd chapter, Arjuna is told that this is a sacrifice, a yajna that is going on. And in yajna means that giving, sacrificing for others. So it is, so you have to do your work in that spirit, that you are doing this sacrifice. And because that is how this world has been created. Sahayajna praja srishtva purovacha prajapatihi anena prasavishyadvam eshavo asti ishtakamadhuk. That it is that the creator, as it were, it is called Prajapati. He declared that you connect to everybody and work in unison, work in a cooperative spirit. That is a sacrifice. It has been, in some other texts, Upanishadic texts, that it is shown that even the idea of begetting a child through sex, it is considered as a sacrifice. You sacrifice, and thus that union is the two kind of superficially becoming one, and then the child gets produced through that. So that is considered as a sacrifice. Everything in the world is thus, giving and accepting. When you give in the proper spirit of worship. And when you get something, be thankful for that. So it is, and so devan bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantuha, that acknowledge indebtedness to, for example, we get light from sun, and we get water from rains. All these things are happening, giving us the livelihood. It is, if there is no sun, there will be nothing. The earth will not stay. Human beings, it is, somebody had calculated that how long will it take for all the humanity to die if the sun is gone. It would be just 3 or 4 days that everyone will perish. It is just 3-4 days that everyone will perish, because when sun is not there, things will become so very cold. Everything will be frozen, and howsoever externally you may try to heat the things, they will not be able to heat it enough. So, just 3 days and the human life will be extinct mostly. All other creatures also will perish soon. So therefore, see, thanks sun, that you shine, you give us energy, and somebody may say that sun is after all a piece of matter, is not conscious entity. Well, externally everything is piece of matter. Like our bodies, what are they? Just piece of matter. It is so much of flesh, so much of blood, and like that. Our bodies are also just a piece of matter. There is consciousness in that, and everything has consciousness in it. That is a great principle in Vedanta, that everything has consciousness pervading in it. It is, everything is conscious. So, therefore, in Hindu religion, in Vedas, all these different entities, they are given a presiding consciousness connected with them. They are called devas. So the sun god, the moon god, the wind god, and so forth. The god, there is god of everything, like there is the god of left hand, god of right hand, god of this leg and that leg, and all that. God, in the sense, there is an expression of consciousness there, and that is thus it is where if you thank, that receives it. It is like a person, you thank, oh thank you Vishwanath for this, then what receives this, and to whom do I direct it? And not to his hat or to his sweater or other clothes, not to his skin or other parts of the body. There is an awareness that is characterized as Vishwanath. So that acknowledges it. So that is how we have to see everything is filled with consciousness. The outer expressions are different, but the spirit or the consciousness is the same. It is not different. And just as these are all various fixtures, this is just an example to illustrate, don't stretch it too much, that it is all these fixtures of light, these microphones, all other these sound instruments, the heating that we are getting in this room, all that is, running on electricity. These instruments are different, but the same electricity is powering them. That is not different. So similarly, all these machines, our bodies, are like machines, are powered by this consciousness. And that awareness makes all of them function. And that is to be acknowledged. It says that therefore, that yajna shishta shinas santo muchyante sarva kilbishaihi bhunjate tu agham papa ye pachantyatma karanat. A very beautiful statement, very strong, that it is that when you offer and whatever remains that you get after offering, and when you take that off, what is you got, then that is what makes you free from all sins. So you offer everything to God, and then whatever the God gives, you take it. There is a funny story about how this idea was used in a deceptive manner. Two preachers were discussing that whatever offering comes to the church, how do you, divide it? And one said that, in our place, we do divide half and half. I get the half, and then the church gets the remaining half. The other preacher said, oh, this is terrible. How can you take that half? Everything belongs to God. I don't do such a thing. What I do is, I throw all the collections up like that, and whatever God throws down, I take it. So it is a deception. Don't do Sangita like that. So it is that you throw it up, and everything is going to be thrown down. So, but when you really offer it to God, and then take whatever is residue, in Hindus we call it prasad, and therefore the food like that is considered very sacred, that it is given coming from God. So one partakes it with that sense of holiness there. So that will liberate you. But if you do not acknowledge this, then very strong words are used here. Bhunjate te tu agham papaha. You are then otherwise consuming only sin. Instead of the food that is served on your plate, sins are served on your plate, and you are consuming those sins because you have not made an offering of that to God who has given it to you. So acknowledge that yes, thank you for this gift. So this thanking is very important. You thank God. There is a very beautiful hymn called Hiranyagarbha Sukta, a hymn to the God. The name in that way for God is Hiranyagarbha, who enables everything to happen, from whom everything springs up, and in whom everything returns. That Hiranyagarbha is being thanked for everything. Not only that, it says, to whom shall we be thanking but you? It is, you are the one to be thanked. So, kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. That is how this idea is presented there, while thinking that I get all these things, and so let me thank that. Another very important part of thanking in the Vedic religion is thanking the preceptor, the teacher. The teacher is the giver of knowledge, and so that is to be thanked. Even the teachers of various secular knowledge, one used to feel these days those things are disappearing, very sad. But I remember that I would touch the feet of my school teachers with sense of being indebted. From you we are learning these things. And how does it benefit? Here the idea is that we are paying the fees. Why should we be thankful to them? In fact, they must thank us because of we paying the fees, they are getting their payment. Why should we thank them? Well, friends, whether they thank you or not doesn't matter. As far as you are concerned, look at just your actions. That when you thank them, the knowledge that you get from them, it starts functioning actively in your life. Otherwise, it becomes just a heavy load of information in your head. It becomes functionally active when you thank the teachers. Even now I feel, about these secular teachers. Forget, I'll come to the spiritual teachers. But even the regular secular, the school teachers and all, when I want to remember something, I'm not getting that. And then I just think of that teacher teaching this. And of course, our psychologist will say it is law of association, but then it functions through that feeling of thankfulness. And then that teacher's teachings, they just become alive. And then I can see that that this is what it is. So, when it comes to, of course, the spiritual life, the teacher certainly deserves our gratitude, because it ultimately removes all ignorance and all the consequent suffering in our life. We reach the goal of life, and therefore in Vedic literature, in Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita, you see the thanks, ultimate thanks are given to the teachers. Let me quote the last verse of Prashnopanishad. Prashnopanishad is a very beautiful Upanishad. It is that 6 students, very eager to get answers to their questions, they approach the teacher. His name was Pippalad. And then Sage Pippalad tells them, "Oh, you want answers to your questions?" They were eager to ask. Teacher says, "Stay here for 1 year. Stay here for 1 year, and after that you can ask me the questions." And after they asked the questions, they got the answers. And they were feeling fulfilled because of those. And then they said, "Te tam archayantaha tvam hinah pita." They worshipped, praised that teacher as, "You are our father who gave us that knowledge. You asmakam avidyayaha paramparam." It is paramparam tarayasiti. You carry us across this ocean of suffering, ocean of ignorance, ocean of suffering. You carry us across this. There is that beautiful song of Kabir. It is Guru bin kaun batave baat. That it is that you are going through a very difficult path with so many fast flowing streams, dense forest, and nobody else to guide you there. So who will guide you? The Guru will guide you. That is the spiritual GPS. Spiritual, you put GPS for your travels, but spiritual GPS, this normal GPS is like geo-positioning system. Spiritual GPS is Guru positioning system. So, Guru gives you this guidance and thus carries us across this ocean. Guru doesn't want anything from you, but by acknowledging this debt to Guru, being thankful to Guru, you actually feel this, and that dynamizes you. You move forward with that kind of faith. So these are various ways in which we see how thankfulness works in our life. I am sure many of you are now ready to celebrate Thanksgiving on coming Thursday. Many of you will be eating turkey. But don't forget to thank the turkey. Thank that turkey. And then acknowledging that you consume it. So this is an important idea of giving, conveying the gratitude, because this is the Thanksgiving, and we have a concert, music concert that is going to follow. I will conclude my talk here. Another reason for concluding this talk a little early is that you will thank me for not stretching my talk too much. So it is, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So thank you very much. If any questions, if you have, we can take up in a few minutes. Anybody has any question? Any question, Jitendra upstairs? No question. So let us go to the concluding prayers. Oh, but before that, the programs of the coming week. The Tuesday, Friday classes at 7:30 p.m. will go on as usual. The early morning and evening meditations, they will also go on as usual. In the early morning it opens at 5:30 and then one can meditate till maybe say up to 8 o'clock. In the evening it opens at 6:30 and one can meditate till 8:30. So, and then there is the spiritual retreat coming up on December 6th. So if you want to join the retreat, you have to register. It is only online registration is available for this. So please register before it gets filled up. So now let us go to the closing prayer. Please chant it. Chant it loudly, it is not otherwise only eyes chant, others are sitting like that. No. Chant loudly so that your this Thanksgiving closing prayer, it gets heard in the downtown, which is not too far, May the Divine, who is Father in heaven of the Christians, Holy One of the Jewish faith, Allah of the Muslims, Buddha of the Buddhists, Tao of the Taoists, Great Spirit of the Native Americans, Ahura Mazda of the Zoroastrians, and Brahman of the Hindus, lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May the all-loving being manifest himself unto us and grant us abiding understanding and all-consuming divine love. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. There will be now Arati and then the music concert, and then the supper will be after the music concert.
You're mine, always setting the divine light. This we can see through your gaze. Destroyer of our worldly sorrow and compassion so infinite is your word. Your lives offered for the world's deliverance. Your lives offered for the world's deliverance, saving us from darkness and fear. Renouncer of all lust and lucre, therefore you have always burning sensual love. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Grant to us pure love for you. You're fearless and you're free from doubting, with your mind very firmly resolved. Causeless refuge of your devotee. Causeless refuge of your devotees, renouncing caste and birth. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even sightedness. You give love and even sightedness to remove our anguish here. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of life. You give love and even sightedness. You give love and even sightedness to remove our anguish here. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's gate. Darkness is destroyed by your light. Oh Lord, darkness is destroyed by and mind, yet you are the basis of all. Oh Lord, yet you are the basis of all. Great light of all light, blazing in the heart's cave. Great light of all light, blazing in the heart's cave. Darkness is destroyed by your light. Oh Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. The, lang, rang, bhang, these are all the sounds of rhythm. Lang, rang, bhang, these are all the sounds of rhythm. Spiritual song devotees are singing for your worship divine. Spiritual songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Jaya Jaya for your worship divine. Hara Hara for your worship divine. Shiva Shiva for your worship divine. Breaker of all our worldly bondage and adored by all, we Jai Shri Swami Vivekananda ki Jai. Jai